Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Sobia Akbar, and today we are going to discuss about the drugs of abuse. Drug abuse means the use of an illicit drug or the excessive or non-medical use of any legal drug, which is a controlled substance. It also includes the use of different chemicals, for example, solvents. Important terms we should be remembered. One of them is dependence. It's the physical dependence, which is now known as dependence. It's a state characterized by the signs and symptoms which are opposite to those caused by the drug when it is withdrawn from chronic use or when the drug is abruptly lowered. Next term is the abstinence syndrome. These are the signs and the symptoms that occur on withdrawal of a drug in a dependent person. Physiological dependence is known as addiction. It's a compulsive drug using behavior in which the person uses the drug for personal satisfaction, often in the face of a known risk to the health. Next is tolerance. It's the decreased response of any drug on its continuous use, and the larger doses are required to produce the same effect. This can result from the metabolic disposition of the drug, also from the ability to compensate for the effects of the drug, and change in the receptor or the effective system involved in the drug actions, which is known as the functional tolerance. Now, what's the dopamine hypothesis of addiction? Dopamine causes this results in the reward behavior, and the increased dopamine causes rewarded behavior, and it becomes compulsive with the continuous use, which leads to addiction. Dopamine in the ventral tegmental area and the nucleus accumbens of the mesolimbic system is important in this hypothesis, and this dopamine plays an important role in the expression of reward. Any drug has a specific molecular targets, in this case, the different cellular mechanisms which are used to activate the mesolimbic system, these are classified into three basic groups. The first group binds to the G protein coupled receptors, and the second group interacts with the inotropic receptors, and the third group targets the dopamine transporter. These are the three classes. First class, which causes the increased effect of the GABA transmission. Second class relates with the ion channels, and the third class include the transporters of dopamine. This table is very important. It shows us the schedule of the controlled drugs, and there are three. It is divided into four classes: one, two, three, and four. The first one shows the group which includes the no medical use and high addiction potential. Second schedule shows the medical use, high addiction potential. Third one shows the medical use with moderate abuse potential, and the fourth one shows the medical use with low abuse potential. First, we are going to talk about sedative hypnotics. The important drugs, sedative hypnotics causing the drug abuse includes ethanol, barbiturates, benzodiazepine, and the short-acting barbiturates, for example, secobarbital, have high addiction potential. Ethanol can also cause addiction, but it is not included in the in the list of schedules of controlled substances. The effects produced by sedative hypnotics, they causes reduce inhibitions, they suppress anxiety and produce relaxation, the facilitation of the effects of GABA neurotransmission, antagonism at cholinergic nicotinic receptors, and they enhance the brain dopaminergic pathways and thus causes development of addiction. These are the CNS depressant drugs. The acute overdose can cause death due to depression of medullary, respiratory, and cardiovascular centers. And flunitrazepam, which has amnestic properties, it is used for date rape. Management of overdose includes maintenance of airway and ventilatory support. Flumazenil can be used to reverse the CNS depressant effects of benzodiazepines. Its withdrawal produces physiological dependence, mostly with ethanol, cycloparbital, and methaquinone, as they have a half-life of less than 24 hours. It also produces anxiety, tremor, nausea, vomiting, delirium, hallucinations, weight loss, paresthesias, and headache. Its treatment is with the long-acting sedative hypnotics are given to suppress the acute withdrawal syndrome, followed by the gradual dose reduction. Clonidine or propranolol are used to suppress the sympathetic overactivity. For the treatment of alcoholism we give naltrexone, which is the opioid receptor antagonist. Then glutamate receptor antagonist, acamprosate is given. Disulfiram, which is an inhibitor of alcohol dehydrogenase, is given. Next group is opioid analgesics. They act on the mu, kappa, and gamma receptors, and they are the inhibitory G proteins as they all inhibit adenylate cyclase. Mu receptors are selectively expressed on GABA neurons and which they inhibit and thus causes euphoria, whereas kappa receptors are expressed on the whereas kappa receptors are expressed on and inhibit dopamine neurons and that induces dysphoria. Among opioids, the most commonly used drugs are heroin, morphine, codeine, oxycodone, and among health professionals, mepridine and fentanyl are important. Their overdose is managed with IV naloxone or nalmefene and ventilatory support. In its withdrawal, abstinence syndrome is seen, which includes lacrimation, rhinorrhea, yawning, sweating, weakness, goose flesh, nausea, vomiting, tremor, muscle jerks, hyperpnea, and however, the withdrawal from opioids is rarely fatal. In its treatment, its replacement of the drug with the pharmacologically equivalent drug, for example, methadone, is given, followed by slow dose reduction. Then mu receptor partial agonist buprenorphine is given. One important term to remember is precipitated withdrawal. It's occurred when the administration of naloxone to a person who is already using a strong opioid. It may cause rapid and more intense symptoms of withdrawal. The next group is stimulants. These includes caffeine and nicotine. Caffeine is present in beverages, nicotine in tobacco products, and tobacco use is associated with higher incidence of CVS, respiratory, and neoplastic diseases. It causes addiction, which is a psychological dependence. Its withdrawal produces lethargy, irritability, headache, anxiety, and mental confusion. Then varenicline, a partial agonist at alpha 4 beta 2 receptor nicotinic receptors. It occludes the effects of nicotine and is used for smoking cessation. Rimonabant, which is an agonist at cannabinoid receptors, is approved in obesity and it's also used for smoking cessation. Its toxicity causes excessive CNS stimulation, tremors, insomnia, nervousness, cardiac stimulation, arrhythmias, and respiratory paralysis. Next group is amphetamines. They alter the transporters of CNS amines such as dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin, and thus increase their release. They cause a feeling of euphoria and self confidence and rapid development of addiction. Drugs in this class include dextroamphetamine and methamphetamine, which is commonly known by the name of speed, and ice, which is a crystal form of methamphetamine. Chronic high dose abuse leads to psychotic state like schizophrenia. Symptoms of overdose include delusions, paranoia, agitation, restlessness, tachycardia, hyperthermia, hyperreflexia, and seizures. However, chronic use can lead to necrotizing arthritis and cerebral hemorrhages. There is no specific antidote. Sportive measures are directed to control the body temperature. protection against cardiac arrhythmias, and protection against seizures. Its tolerance and withdrawal is marked, and abstinence syndrome is seen with increased appetite, sleepiness, exhaustion, mental depression can occur with withdrawal, and antidepressants are indicated in this condition. Next are the cognates of amphetamine. These includes 2,5-dimethoxy-4-methylamphetamine, methylene dioxyamphetamine, and methylene dioxymethamphetamine. MDMA has a more selective action than amphetamine on serotonin transporters. It's used as a sexual enhancer, and its overdose can cause hyperthermia and symptoms of serotonin like syndrome and seizures. Next group is cocaine. It's an inhibitor of CNS transporter of dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, and it has marked amphetamine-like effects. It causes euphoria, self-confidence, mental alertness, and its overdose can lead to arrhythmias, seizures, respiratory depression, hypertensive episodes, myocardial infarcts and strokes. Cardiac toxicity is due to the blockade of norepinephrine reuptake by cocaine. In addition, the powerful vasoconstrictor action of cocaine can cause hypertension. There is no antidote available. And in pregnancy, cocaine use can lead to increased fetal morbidity and mortality. Its withdrawal leads to abstinence syndrome and severe depression. Infants which are born to the mothers who are cocaine abuse can be teratogenic, and the babies they are cocaine dependent. Next group is hallucinogens. These include phenylcyclidine and ketamine. These are the antagonists at the glutamate NMDA receptors. PCP is more dangerous among the hallucinogenic agents. Effects of overdose of PCP can cause nystagmus, hypertension, and seizures. Miscellaneous hallucinogenic agents include lysergic acid, diethylamide, mesaline, psilocybin, scopolamine, and other antimuscarinic agents. Next group is marijuana. Its active principle includes cannabinoid compounds such as tetrahydrocannabinol, cannabidiol, and cannabinol. Hashish, which is a partially purified material, is more potent among these. If we see the cannabinoids, these are the endogenous cannabinoids. They inhibit presynaptic release of conventional transmitters, including dopamine, and the receptors for these compounds are thought to be the targets for exogenous cannabinoids, which are present in marijuana. It produces CNS effects and peripheral effects. Peripheral effects include vasodilation and pulse rate is increase. In CNS effects, euphoria, disinhibition, uncontrollable laughter, changes in perception, achievement of a dreamlike state, and difficult mental concentrations are included. Uh, One of the potential therapeutic effects of marijuana cause that it is used to decrease intraocular pressure, and it has an antiemetic action. Dronabinol is used to combat severe nausea. Rimonabant, which is an inverse agonist at cannabinoid receptor, is used for the treatment of obesity. Next group is inhalants. These includes anesthetics such as nitrous oxide, chloroform, and diethyl ether, and they are hazardous because they affect the judgment and induce loss of consciousness. Inhalation of nitrous oxide as the pure gas can cause asphyxia and death, and the ether, which is highly inflammable. Industrial solvents, these are include the solvents that have a wide range of volatile compounds such as gasoline, paint thinners, aerosol, glues, rubber cement, and shoe polish. And they are taken. Children are mostly abused by these, and then their active ingredient includes benzene, hexane, methyl ethyl ketone, toluene, and trichloroethylene. They causes toxicity to liver, kidneys, lungs, bone marrow, and peripheral nerves, and they can cause brain damage in animals. Among organic nitrites, amyl nitrite, isobutyl nitrite, and other organic nitrites are used as for sexual intercourse enhancers. Inhalation of nitrates cause dizziness, tachycardia, hypotension, and flushing. With the exception of methemoglobinemia, the adverse effect, their other adverse effects are very few. Next group is steroids, which are used to increase the muscle mass and strength. However, excessive use can have adverse behavioral, cardiovascular, and musculoskeletal effects. Acne is seen premature closure of epiphysis, masculinization in females, are anticipated androgenic adverse effects, hepatic dysfunction, and increased risk of myocardial infarct is seen. Thank you.